I've covered lots of Evercade products on my channel. They have done a wonderful job offering and delivering a handheld and the Versus console, which is coming out a little bit later in the month. And in today's video, I'm taking a look at my top 5 favorite multi-carts that they have released so far. For this video, I'm taking a look at the numbered carts 1 through 22 and not including the arcade carts. I'm gonna wait till more of those get released and then give you my top 5 of those. But I am a big fan of these multi-carts. They've done several of them, and in today's video I'm going to share my 5 favorite and why. You're going to have your favorites. I know I have mine. So sit back, relax. I hope you enjoy this video. I'm a big fan of homebrew games, and one of my favorite carts is Megacat Studios Collection 1, and this has a multitude of awesome aftermarket games. And I have a few favorite that I really like to go back and replay on this. The first one is Old Towers, and this is an amazing Genesis action puzzler. It's got an amazing soundtrack. There's 40 levels, and this one's a lot of fun. It's just catchy. I've been in kind of the mood of playing puzzle games lately, and this one is just fantastic. I really like what they've done here. Great gameplay elements and control. Next one is Tanzer, and this definitely is kind of an homage to a little bit of a Shadow of the Beast vibe here going, but this is an awesome action side scroller with some shooter elements. Really love what they've done here. And another one with a great soundtrack, super fast gameplay, weird enemies. I really love this multi-cart, and there's other games on here that I appreciate, but these are the 2 that I keep coming back to. For more information too, maybe you don't have an Evercade, you can also get these on physical release at Megacat Studios as well. But the Evercade option is so affordable. You know, for 20 bucks, it is the most affordable option to check out these aftermarket games. Many of them are top notch. You know, many of them would stand up to official releases for the Sega Genesis and Nintendo back in the day. Also, there will be links in the description below this video where you can locate and find these multi-carts on Amazon. My next pick is the Piko Collection 1. And what I really like about this collection is it's a great variety of release games from Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega Genesis, as well as games that never came here to the States. There are some timeless classics on here. Tin Head, The Immortal. The list is pretty varied, and I love this. This is Water Margin, and this is actually a side hack and slash that we never got here in the States. It was released in Hong Kong, Taiwan, and China in the late 90s, and Pico Interactive, what they'll do is they'll pick up a game and get the license for it to officially release it in a different region, and that's what they did here. And sometimes they'll reprogram a game to make it work better, and I really love that it's offered here. What a fantastic way of checking this game out. And on the Versus, you can play multiplayer, and that is awesome. Also, there's Iron Commando, another game that was unreleased and was picked up by Pico Interactive to be offered here in the States. You also can go to their website and check out their products there. But if you're a big fan of like Final Fight or Streets of Rage and you're looking for kind of a different brawler, you got this. Is it as good as those? Probably not, but there's 20 different games on this multi-cart, everything from puzzle to RPG, and this is one of the better releases, I think, and it definitely gets in my top 5. I grew up with the Atari Lynx, and there's not many collections offered elsewhere, so it's really awesome to see not 1 but 2 Lynx collections on the Evercade, and this is my favorite. I like the official releases for the Lynx, and you have 8 games all in one package. Now, the very first game I played on my Lynx, I had the original release of the Lynx, and it came with California Games, one of 4 different sports that you can play, and I played lots of surfing back in the day. And what's great is this is an affordable way to play Lynx games. You know, the Lynx handheld is kind of fragile. There's lots of people that have gotten their Lynx modded, their screens modded, and it looks fantastic, but it's really expensive. This is a much more affordable way and a licensed, legal way of playing these. This is Zarlor Mercenary, and a great little classic shooter. And you know, if you're a fan of Lynx and want to go this route, this is the way to go, as you are going to have your favorites. And what's cool too, I did a video, is that if you have both Lynx carts in your Evercade Versus, it unlocks an aftermarket game. That really is the extra mile that Blaze Entertainment went with the Evercade Versus. So awesome. This is Blue Lightning, another favorite of mine for the Lynx. This might be my #1 cart here, and it's the Indie Heroes Collection 1. Fantastic collection of independent and homebrew games. There are many classics on here, and a perfect game for the Versus especially, and I'm going to share why. First up is Chain Break, and this is a homebrew Game Boy game. Really love this, just awesome. This is a game I keep going back to and playing, really like it. Fairly challenging, but I just love this Everrunner, as I think it's a perfect fit for the handheld or the Versus. Really like it. But then there are games such as Flea. This is a great platformer. Really like this. It's offered on some different platforms, including Dreamcast. But you can get all these here for a very affordable price. I love this game. Keep going back to it. And it's a fun little platformer. And really like the game mechanics of it. It's catchy. It's addictive. It's a game that I want to play more. But my favorite on this is Super Homebrew War. Think of like a homebrew version of Super Smash Brothers, taking some iconic characters from some other classic aftermarket NES games, Micro Mages. But I'm particular to this one because my daughter's in this, from Calit's Gamer's Second Adventure. And so this is a great 4-player mayhem as well. On the Versus, you can play 4-player, and this is going to be an awesome game to check out on the Versus. I love the level design. I love the characters that they've chosen. There's power-ups. Man, this is a sweet treat, and one I think there's going to be a lot of retro gamers that are going to appreciate playing this for the first time. Last and definitely not least is the Atari Collection 1. Now, this is the home versions of some Atari classics, and what I really like is 7,800 games are included in this collection. Also included are a few prototypes and games that were made for aftermarket consoles. So, you know, Centipede, the home version of the arcade classic, you know, it's far from perfect, but I love still playing it. And then there's Food Fight, one of my favorite Atari 7800 games of all time. You know, I would have loved to see Robotron, and who knows, maybe it's still coming. But if I can't get Robotron 2084, then I'll definitely enjoy and appreciate playing Food Fight. But then you have weird games such as Ninja Golf. I encourage everybody to check out and play Ninja Golf at least once. Just a weird combination, and it works. It's fun. I like going back and playing this weird game for the 7800 library. And it's awesome that Atari is working with Blaze Entertainment. You know, and if maybe you're an arcade fan and you may want to go that route, there is an arcade multi-cart for Atari games. But, you know, I had to pick the home versions as I played them so much more. I'm a big fan of Atari home releases. Even though I'm a big Atari arcade fan, I had to go with this collection, as I think it's the better of the two home versions of Atari games. Also, Blaze Entertainment is not done releasing multi-carts, as they're continuously announcing new releases with the newest games. I know Renovation multi-cart is coming. I'm really excited about that, and I know you're going to have your favorites. Those are my top 5 multi-cart picks. What are yours? Explain why, and thank you for coming to my channel. If you like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell as I'm uploading different content every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is Immortal John Hancock, and you have a great day.